What up, anime fans? Back with another episode review of Fuuto PI. This one's slightly different though. Unlike yesterday's review, I'm doing something different. As in, I only watched 6 episodes of Kamen Rider Double, but I got a sense of it for a bit, and it's good. So yeah, I'm slightly more familiar with it now, but not so much. I'm going to continue watching it, by the way, because I really love Kamen Rider Double. It's my first Kamen Rider series ever to watch. Because I never watched Kamen Rider at all. Not once. No, seriously. It makes sense too, because I only got on Super Sentai like a year ago, I think. Like, I can't remember, but I think it was about a year ago with Jojo Sentai Live Man. It was about a year ago, I think. Yeah, Live Man was my first ever into the Super Sentai anime series. I already known about the series for a while, but could never watch it because I did not know how. I did watch some. Also after that, I did watch some episodes of Samurai Sentai Shinkenja that were available, and I watched all of Power Rangers Samurai at that point. I know the episodes are just clear copies of each other, but I think I should go into more detail and actually review Power Rangers Samurai, because Shinkenja deserves his own video as well. And since I'm still watching Gokaija, episode 40 is actually one of the best episodes out there. But I want to talk about that more when I review Gokaija. Anyway, this is the second episode of the Kamen Rider sequel series, Fuuto PI anime. Which, yeah, I said it last time, the anime art style is good. I just like the art style. Like, it's an anime style comedy, but it keeps the same level of humor as the show. Like, the show's humor is more anime-like, with style slapstick comedy. I think that's why Super Sentai is just as popular in the modern era, because how much its anime style jokes fit into live action, just without the anime style gags. What I mean is the visual style gags. That is, like the angry icon on, like eyebrow with a cross when you're mad, but when you're super angry, white eyes over eyes, and sharp teeth. You know, more associated with One Piece more specifically with that look. It's that type of comedy. Also with its movements and stuff. If you've seen an anime, you probably get what I mean. Yeah. Fuuto PI, this is actually, the first episode is actually a 3-part story. And it ends with something pretty cool. Now, a character has appeared I have not seen yet in Kamen Rider Double, because I only saw 6 episodes. And just 3 stories across 6 episodes. Each of them being 2 parts. So, let's just let's just get into the view. So the episode starts out with something. Now, I did see as I said, I watched 6 episodes of Kamen Rider Double, and the episode opens up similar to how an episode of Kamen Rider Double opens up. Whereas, you know those crime boards? I can't remember what they're called. I'm just calling crime boards for now. A board where you put suspects on, you know, and where you add the lead to connections between them and show the connections between the suspects, the crime, and that type of stuff. It starts out like that, very similar. Which I like, because, again, I like Kamen Rider Double. It may have a W, but still. So, after the recap, we continue where we left off. After Philip arrived to help Shotaro. But somehow the whatever enemy it was is gone. Now, something I forgot to mention last time. I actually did forget until earlier. Tokime has a memory special drive in there, and explains to Chuta about some memory-related crimes, but that gets more mentioned a little bit later. And great way for those who not watch Kamen Rider Double to know. This is a big plot point for him. Anyway. Tokime shows up. Asking about if Phillips is detective too. Philip tells him that he is introducing himself and saying he's Shoto's partner. I really like how they kept the humour same. But I think it's slightly mature than Kamen Rider Double. And again, because anime has different restrictions than live action. That makes sense, because there have been murders, separate body parts and stuff. I don't think that'll be... And we'll come right with Tokusatsu's low budget. With Tokusatsu's TV shows having a slightly low budget. You know? You could talk about the CGI and stuff. I'm sure that would be very tricky and probably couldn't get... And probably wouldn't even make it look convincing either. Anyway. But kid Tokime tells them that they shouldn't try any further. Otherwise they might end up dead. Becomes a threat. Anyway, after discussing everything, I was got a little curious, right? I really like it. Little detail in the show so far, at least. I think it might happen later on in the season. I don't know. But in the show, Philip has just entirely brown hair. But in the anime, he has mostly green hair with small bits of brown. So I do not know if that appears in the anime or not. In the show or not later. Although, if it didn't, then it would not make sense to make half his hair green. So yeah, and please, if you've already seen Kamen Rider Double, don't spoil it. I want to keep watching because I'm avoiding all spoilers on the show online because I really love it. Anyway, discuss the scene if. Alright, later. Surely for that when you go try and find key information about Tokime. Then searches the special library. Searching all kinds of keywords. This library, I think I might go a little more detail when I Kamen Rider Double. There's a lot of things I'm not going to be going into much detail about, maybe because I don't know much of them, so I can't go into proper detail. So, yeah, it's not like that yet. Yeah, Philip has this type of library that he can, in his head that is. He has all the knowledge in the universe, but he doesn't know all of it. Also, all the knowledge is in his head, but he doesn't know it. Think of it like in the form of books, He hasn't learned them, it's in his head, but he doesn't know it because he hasn't learned them. Oh god, this is hard to explain. You say you search your keywords, they only find a few searches. And then, after remember the injury on his hand, Shoto will tries search for some key information, including with his wound from what he felt during the attack. Managed to find some information. That was a murders and stuff. He did this in Yakuza earlier. Actually, they come point later. Although Yakuza doesn't care once that witch is dead. Anyway. Shoto goes looking for. Shoto says to go. Shoto goes out to try and find her. of information. He looks for all kinds of information across the world, across Fuuto. And when I mentioned last time, it's so weird not to have the original actors back. I don't understand why. Do you know the reason? Let me know in the comments below. Why would they recast in the first place? They're literally designed after the actors that played them. You can literally tell. But well, then again, probably won't tell. That's anime-fied. Well, it's not the first tokusatsu to get an anime. IV Ultraman on Netflix, which is a sequel to the 1966 Ultraman. It's done a very unique, interesting CG animation, but more not anime, like more realistic, depicting the world more darker, more mature than the original Ultraman's comedy. I'm not watching all of that. I've seen a few dub episodes, so I'm gonna watch it all in Japanese. Execution, I've been watching them. I've not yet watched any more Ultraman. I've seen first episodes on YouTube. One stood out to me the most, but I'm not good over that. Anyway, on search for Tony, still can't find information about her. Then, someone he knows, a middle schooler, Akira, shows up. Just talking about the case, So Akira already has a plan to help out. One of his classmates will help in researching about this case, about the rumors. So they gave all those rumors to Shoto to investigate. And he's a little jealous that Akira has a girlfriend. So anyway, one of the rumors catches his eye, and he has to investigate. A tree with special flowers on it. We're in the room that the Tokime showed up here. And basically told the girls to buzz off, so she doesn't get the blood on the flowers. So yeah. This also comes after a murder. So yeah, I can't wait for Kamen Rider Geeks. I don't know if I can watch it though. I don't know if Kiss Station will put it on there. I just hope it does, since it's got Avatar Sentai Don Brothers. And the previous Kamen Rider season that's still airing will be coming to conclusion later this month. Like Pretty Girl does on 1 month before the next season premieres. Anyway, at the time Kamen Rider doubles in, it's more mature, so it will never cross over with Pretty Cure, that's for sure. But if Super Sentai ever gone anime, could possibly cross over. I thought that's more kid-friendly, like Pretty Cure. Pretty Cure's just like Super Sentai, but for girls. You with me? So wherever the next season's going to be, probably by now till midway next year. Sometime next year, because, Sentai doesn't finish air until likely a little bit later. A couple of weeks after the next season, the next new season of Kamen Rider begins. Like when I was watching Zuda Sentai Kyoruja, doing the episode, doing the superhero hour or something. During just being they don't just promote Kyoruja, but promote 2 Kamen Rider seasons. I think it was Wizard. I don't know. But I can't wait to check on the next Kamen Rider, which ends in August 2023. That's going to be a 1 year. I hope I get to watch it and find out what days it comes out. So don't worry, I will check. I hope. So yeah. Anyway. What was I? He scouts the location. Yeah. That was the biggest tree ever. Then he sees Chota there. It's pretty little best. He's a little pissed. about it. Not taking this seriously. And if you're listening to me, you'll probably never see Tokime ever again. This is a 3-part episode. I haven't seen all Kamen Rider Double, seen 6 episodes, but most of the episodes are just 2-parters. Anyway. We only see the Kamen Rider form until... We only see Kamen Rider once in the first episode. That's just at the start. And we get a big surprise at the end. Anyway, also, someone pointed out at the end of the last episode it would be perfect time for Shoto and Philip to do a henshin, which means transformation in Japanese. Super Sentai always does a henshin, but have a unique call. Something common with Kamen Rider, they always use a bloody belt. Always a belt. I do not know why. I mean, maybe because it doesn't promote much toys, unlike Kamen Rider, unlike Super Sentai. So they don't really care reason about over and over. It's just common practice and easier. They don't design new transformation items for Sentais. It's just for toys. Same with Ultraman. There's different transformation gimmicks, different transformation powers and stuff. Unique designs. In the original Ultraman just used a pen. So no way they could sell that. And then we can also for toy sales, really. Oh god, sorry, got shut. Anyway, it's attacked by a monster known as a Doppel. I think it was called that. No? Tutor doesn't know all about them. And the new audience doesn't know what they are either. A monster shows up. The monster might be Tokime. The monster tries to kill him for knowing about double monsters. Shoto has to do something quick, so he tells Chuta to close his eyes and picks up a belt. And when the blast comes, we don't see anything. We just see Shoto on a roof with Chuta while he knowing anything's going on. And one of them might be Tokime, and the monster's gone. Tokime appears, saying does use that same ridiculous and strange powers too. Jojo asks if she's the devil, but she says, "Is that who I am?" As you know, makes sense. She's never been. She's never probably won't know what double is if she's never been in Fuuto. But I'll get to that. Right after she leaves, typing about all this type of stuff. So Shoto tells Chuta about about those drives, the Gaia memory drives. They were distributed a long time ago. They had the power to turn any person into a monster. No? They were sold by some elite sellers. They were eventually defeated, but they are still floated around. After that, Shoto and Philip try to think of something. When Shoto and Philip get an argument about Tokime. You know, about love and stuff, but I'm not going over that. This is like the first, third episode probably. I think it was like the third episode, double. Where Shoto just punched Philip in the face. Or was that episode 1? I can't remember. It was again. So yeah, the first time I had an argument. He's mad and places the belt down, saying he can do it without he can do this without him. I just have to meet Tokime at the fountain. After I talk, Shoto she has amnesia and notices that her Gaia memory drive is broken, so it can't be her. But she does tell him that she does feel it burning most of the time. You know, then the Yakuza show up when they kill the witch. Where Shoto deduces some things that he's figured out. knows that Tokumi is not the one behind this. It was just she just able to use the role as a distraction to do whatever she can. She's no killer. After all, she could have killed them many times if she wanted to. You notice, she had the chance to kill these guys anytime. But she never does. And this is that it's one of them who's the monster. The leader doesn't believe it. But the one who's shaken just hits the gun into his nose, breaking it. So pissed that they figure out. But it means now the clubs come up with something. And uses it to transform out. I like how the anime shows it. I always wonder, do you need, like, if you use it on a random body part, does a wire appear? But we actually see the wire appear in the body part before it being used. Something Kamen Rider can do because of the budget. So I like to see that. That's also that monster looks like a road double. How am I trying? But when I mentioned those guys earlier, the imaginary person turns into a fire monster, which you also see in Kamen Rider Double. Knows is the first monster Shotaro and Bill ever faced in Kamen Rider Double in the first episode, which continues the plotline into episode 2. So, yeah, it was episode 2 because it was about a girl Shotaro knew as a kid. Kind of tragic too. I think we should let him. I think I'll talk more about that actually when I review Kamen Rider Double. Anyway, Shotaro is planning to risk his life to protect Tokime and charges against the Double after he's trying to kill everyone. But Philip shows up and Akiko show up. So Philip and Shotaro make up. The two can't. Shotaro asks Philip to lend him his power. Philip agrees. Now Shotaro puts the belt on. This is just like how the anime show does it. Exactly the same way with the exact same fade out effects. It's weird how they replace the actors, but the belt's voice is the same. They just reuse dialogue or something. They put their memory joys. Tokime is surprised to see them with memory drives. Of course, this is different from the ones we've seen. And they go, Henshin. Like, let me show you how it's. It's a bit like this. This is easy to show it like. Just speaking about there. Place the two memory joys in. One actually appear when Philip puts his in. It appears inside Shotaro's, and Shotaro puts his one in. Joker and Cyclone. That's the main one used. And just pulls the belt apart. Pulls the belt across. And transform is much longer in the anime than in the show. It's just quick. Maybe to get around the budget so they don't have to shoot a small sequence like Sentai. Sentai usually gets around it. You show it once and reuse it. So they transform into Kamen Rider. They become Kamen Rider Double. Possibly, Philip's mind becomes part of Shotaro, making them two people. Hence the name Double. And now that we've heard that's where the episode ends. I didn't mention the opening and ending yet, but I like them both. They're good. But I might have to take time to go on me because I like the Kamen Rider Double's opening. It has a unique tone. But I like how the opening the logo, when the logo appears, it's exactly how the Kamen Rider Double's logo appears. Except Shotaro and Philip don't appear in it. So yeah, that's where the episode ends. I still like the previews. I could. I really am liking this series, and I can't wait to watch more Kamen Rider Double before episode 3 comes out next week. So thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content. Hit the like button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. So you always see videos that comes out in the future. And tell me if did this series get you into watching Kamen Rider? If so, which do you want to watch? Double, the series this is based on, or watch a different season. I'd like to know which Kamen Rider season you want to watch, you plan on checking out in the comments below. So thank you, I'll see you guys next time. Kill Phoenix out.